What's up, Ireland? Welcome back to County Gains News Network. Today we have a NEWSTALK video to react to. This one is called Outrage Over Anti-Irish SPHE Schoolbook. And there's a quote, "So offensive, it's unreal." This one should be incredible. Drop a comment down below. Let me all know your thoughts. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're about to hit 100,000 subscribers. Of course, for those who don't know what this is about, there was a 2-page kind of section in an SPHE book released for, I think it's primary school or secondary school education, and it's basically saying and insulting Irish people. Like, if you're, want to keep your own Irish culture, if you want to, actually have a nice, upbringing or a family sort of unit upbringing, then then it's really bad. And it's basically just slating the whole of Ireland and the whole Irish people. It's absolutely horrendous. If you guys want to know exactly what it says, go over to my live stream. I live streamed yesterday for like 2 hours talking about it. So very, very interesting, guys, to see what they're actually saying in those books that they're kind of, brainwashing the kids with in this country. So let me know your thoughts on that one, and let's see what NEWSTALK have to say about it. Let's see if they're going to be biased or not.
Senators have slammed a school book in the subject social, personal and health education used in schools, which features an anti-Irish classroom exercise depicting Irish families who play GAA, enjoy Irish music and dancing, and owned a family business, only watch Irish TV as bigoted and racist. Eric Nelligan teaches...
Yeah, it's absolutely horrendous, guys. They call them like bigoted, racist, like not liking other people, not liking other religions, like just complete clownery. Because, no Irish people, guys, are like that. All the Irish people that I know are very open-minded and very inclusive and everything like that, guys. This is crazy.
Sure, and Aintu education spokesperson. Eric, I have to admit, this is it's on the front of the Irish Daily Mail today. I actually had to check the date to make sure it wasn't April 1st. This is the text in this school book. Is it actually as it's portrayed in the Daily Mail today?
Unfortunately, you're right. This chapter, the chapter in the SPHE book is entitled "All Different, All Equal." So what the authors did is they portrayed two families, Family A and Family B. Family A was a traditional Irish family. Family B was a modern multicultural family, and they basically caricatured both of them. Yeah. However, unfortunately, from our point of view, and what's caused the controversy is that they caricature the Irish family as basically backward, dull, strict, inward-looking, controlling parents.
Which nowadays, guys, in 2024, it's not just regular families. I mean, you can, the Family B, which was multicultural, was like a black guy and a white woman with like their, mixed race kids or whatever, guys. We don't even know. It said they had an Irish, Romanian, and like Egyptian background. So whether they were like, we don't actually know what race they were. I'm not sure that they were black or African. They were like North African or something, guys. It was really vague. It was really, really vague, that article. But that's pretty generic, guys. You can also be multicultural and be Irish. Like, I'm Irish, but I'm also half Eastern European as well. I don't speak the language. Like, you wouldn't know that I'm half Eastern European just walking down the street. But like, oh, that's just an Irish lad. Oh, there's the Irish man. But like, you can be multicultural and not a different race. So it's also very like not inclusive to like other white people. It's really, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. Guys, go check out my live stream. It's wild.
Basically, like all the negative stereotypes you'd associate with 19...
Just to give people a picture, there's two illustrations. So you have the Irish family there. It's like basically all it's short of is a pig in the parlour. Basically, they're all wearing Irish jumpers. They're all Irish dancing. There's farmyard animals everywhere. There's a thatched roof. There's a pitchfork, and then the other family B, are they're abroad. They're outside the Colosseum. They're kind of trendy. They're cool, and then the text. The Irish kids aren't allowed to play anything other than Gaelic sport. They're only allowed to watch RTE. None of that Hollywood rubbish. They're not allowed to mix with people from a different religion because they'd be a bad influence.
Super, racist and bigoted and flippant offensive. I mean, Jesus, guys. Like, what Irish person thinks it's not okay to talk to other people from other religions? I mean, this is just completely bizarre. Super bizarre. And it's actually funny that this guy here is really, this guy is like bought and paid for, by the Irish government, but he actually is agreeing with this. It must be so bad that for him to actually agree with me on this one, like, that's crazy.
Influence has, like, it's it's so offensive. It's unreal. Like,
finally, a good take. This guy finally has a good take after about 10 years of watching it.
if you did that about any other race of people, there would be uproar about this.
Yeah,
I can.
that's true, guys. You know, it seems nowadays, and unfortunately to say, guys, I'm not saying it's like this, but it seems nowadays that farmers, like the average Irish person is redhead and ginger, it seems that they're getting just completely flippin' just like, you know, shit on, guys. Just really flippin' just come out hard, like trying to, you know, presume that if you're just like white guy with ginger hair, or if you're just like traditional, you want to play traditional sports and listen to traditional music, that you're like somehow racist and you know, you deserve to be like just hated on. It's just crazy. I find it crazy, guys. Bizarre, you know, bizarre shit, man.
Sense the anger in your voice, Shane. That's how bad it was.
Can I read you a text? I'm sorry to cut across, and I will let you speak there. Text in. As a retired teacher, I was genuinely shocked at the content of this book. Demeaning and belittling the heritage and culture of our country is not the way to promote multiculturalism.
Yeah, it just wants no Irish culture. And I said it in the live stream, guys. Nowadays, the agenda is like this sort of globalist. And I'll tell you guys, I worked with this Nigerian security guard. He was the one that told me this about 5 years ago. Before I knew anything about this, he said, Chris, they're trying to bring in this sort of globalist regime where like everyone now is just like American or like Western, or like it's full global thing that they're trying to bring in. Like, it is, guys, for sure. That's literally what they're... And, you know, most people hate that, guys, because most countries want to have their culture, but now it's going to be like everyone is like the 51st state and like, you know... We should have our own culture in our own countries, guys. You know, that's basically how it should be, man. You know, you come into the country, you adopt to the culture. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, guys. You know, you may not love it, but that's how it should be, guys. Like, you know, it's just, it's crazy.
Indoctrination of the crudest and most vulgar kind. Shame on all concerned here.
Let's be honest. If this was a Hollywood film written about Ireland, we would be up in arms. So this is one of the rare occasions when nearly all sides of the Irish political system and the people are getting behind an issue that was clearly wrong. How the writers and the authors and the editors allowed this book past their checks was outstanding, and it just shows the mentality that's out there. But you're right, they basically picked every single Irish stereotype you can and portrayed it in a negative manner.
Yeah, like they just basically say if you're Irish and you're stereotypical Irish, you play hurling, you're a redhead, you flipping like to wear jumpers, like, and that type, and you really love Irish culture, which as a guy that doesn't even love much of that stuff, guys, I can even see that as like, that's insane. Like, how can you not respect, like, Irish people should be able to love their culture? What kind of shit is nowadays now we're gonna hate on Irish people because flipping they don't like their culture? Like, what? This is a disgrace, guys. It's absolutely disgraceful, man. Disgraceful.
Yeah,
but
look,
that's bad enough.
I'm in agreement with you. And look, by the way, there's left-wing politicians, there's politicians right of centre quoted in the piece, all saying this is ridiculous. But there is a counter.
He has to make that clear to his, you know, puppet masters, because obviously he's controlled, guys. It's controlled opposition, you know, because he says, oh no, it's left-wing people that are saying this. Well, dude, everyone is saying that. Like, it doesn't matter if you're left or right-wing or centre. It doesn't matter, you know. It just matters about loving the country. There's no, like, no one loves Ireland anymore. It's just like always shit on Ireland. Ireland sucks. This place sucks. There's no like, let's make Ireland better type of thing, you know. It's whack, guys.
Interview, and let me put that counter view to you. It's somebody has texted in. The picture and depiction of the Irish family is an exaggerated example designed to teach children if you remain insulated in your own tradition and culture, you miss out on the experience of learning about other people in the world. Anyone offended by this is missing the point. Even children know it's not meant to be reflective of actual Irish families. How have we turned into a nation of people who take offence at everything? How have people even time to think about these things?
It's not, guys. That person that texted in is completely wrong, because most Irish people, guys, travel loads, go to the Colosseum a lot. You know, they go to Italy, Spain, France, Eastern Europe, Poland. Like, they go to Africa. A lot of Irish people go everywhere. China. They go to flipping Japan now. They go to flipping, you know, South Korea, Latin America, Brazil, Mexico. Irish people travel more than anybody. Like it's really bad to say that the average Irish family just doesn't do that. Like, it's just a really offensive. It's really offensive to Irish people, guys. Like, do you know what I mean? And I'm saying that in the third person. I'm Irish, alright? But I'm just saying, like, it's really offensive to our culture. It's crazy. Like, it's terribly offensive, guys. That's like, it's like hating. It's like hating on British people if you're British. You know, it's just crazy.
There is a line. There was a line that was crossed in this piece, and not only did it cross it, it went 14 miles beyond it. It was unreal. What made it worse then was the students then, not only did they have to list the positive advantages of the different families, they had to talk about which family they would like to be part of, which family they felt was more inclusive, was inclusive.
I told you, it's a globalist agenda, because they want everyone and kids to be like, oh, that's boring. I don't want to work for my dad's business. I don't want to be part of a family unit anymore. I want to go off and explore and go to flipping wherever, you know. I think it was like, he said it was going to Turkey or Syria or something. I want to go to Syria and work as a missionary. Like, you know, it's trying to make Irish culture seem very boring, when in reality, guys, Irish culture is great. It's fun. Okay, you just make it what it is, guys. You just make it fun for yourself. Okay, start thinking of ideas, how to make good businesses in your own country and stuff. You know, you don't have to be traveling to other places to try and find glory and all this type of thing, guys. That's not how life is, man. It really hates on Irish people, which I don't like, guys. This is terribly offensive.
Good or bad. So what the authors are doing here is they were implying, they were stating that the Irish culture is not good. It's divisive and demeaning, and while the family, the multicultural family, with their open-mindedness and their generosity, like they went down the lines of implying that the multicultural family were generous and kind and caring, while the Irish family were strict and dull and controlling. Do you know, things like that.
Yeah,
If this had been written by a foreign family, if this was flipped to a foreign family and picked the negative tropes of a foreign family, there would be uproar rightly.
Eric.
So, yeah.
And so there should have been, guys. Like if they were saying that about, let's say, a Chinese family, would you want to do that? Like, that's racist, guys. You know, but you know, racism against Irish people is fine. So apparently in 2024.
We'll have to leave it there. Eric Nelligan, teacher and Aintu Education spokesperson. Thank you indeed for talking to us. Ciara, I love how Ireland has become a multicultural society. I love what the new Irish bring to us. But let's not demean...
1,000,000%. I mean, inclusivity is great, and it's a positive. Tolerance is great. It's a positive. But do you have to... As he was just saying there, the negative tropes about Ireland, like if we had said about a foreign race of people or a different race of people, if we had stereotyped them in the way that this book has stereotyped Ireland,
there would be
rightly
would be
uproar.
rolling.
But for some reason, this is okay. I cannot fathom it.
I agree. Ciara Kelly, based person. Now, obviously, she said there at the end a little bit of flipping, you know, the trope again, but. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Go check out my live stream. It got a few hundred views, but that's crazy, guys. 65,000 views. You know, NEWSTALK finally have an actual, you know, based opinion, guys. We're being mocked by our own education system. It's a hate crime. Can you imagine if they did this about a different family? Anti-Irish racism is rife in Ireland. Yeah, that's what it seems like, guys. People just hate on our own country. It's like, dude, at least have some sort of patriotism. You know what I mean? I love you all. Stay free, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.